As you know, Bnai Zion, we've connected our hearts with them, and today they're in the house, and I would really love to introduce you all. Why don't you all just come on up for a sec? Amen. Give them a New Beginnings welcome, would you? Love you. Love you, Stacy. Where'd Henry go? Okay. Henry, if you're out there, you can come up. So several months ago, we had the big banquet, and we were so honored by you all to have made such a big deal out of what we have partnered with you and done, and we received that beautiful, beautiful, what would you call it? Not a statue, but a, what? It was the star, yeah.
Award.
The American Israel Award. One side was the American flag, and the other side is the flag of Israel.
Yes, and they were, of course, in the shape of the Star of David, and really, it's all about you guys being a part of this vision. But I have asked if you would just speak just a greeting to our church, and of course on stream we have people all over the world that watch us. But before you do that, let me introduce who we've got here. Avril, everyone probably knows Avril, right? Avril Harris-Cohn, and you are the Texas chair of the Bnai Zion fundraiser.
I'm the director of the Southwest of the Bnai Zion Foundation.
Okay, close enough. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Avril. But we are so glad to have you here, and you're such an inspiration to us. And Stacy, you are the chair, you are the chair of the Bnai Zion?
Gala this year. Yes, and a board member, and a very humbled human being to be standing here amongst all of you. Thank you for all that you do.
Oh. And Stacy's husband is Henry. He's out there somewhere. But Dr. Rofe, we are just honored to have you in our presence. And as I was preparing for this today, and I thought, I want to just take the whole service and let you just speak to us, because you come from such a wealth of history, knowledge, and so many incredible things that you're a part of in your life. But the Bnai Zion Hospital is honored to have you making things happen there. And I would just like it if you would just address our people and just tell us a little bit about Bnai Zion. Some of us here had the privilege to actually visit, but many of our people give to this project, give to what we're doing there to help you, but they haven't met you yet.
Okay. Let me start by saying that I'm excited, happy, thrilled to be here with you for the second time. Mm-hmm. I feel at home. I feel at home. I meet many friends here, and I know that you're always there for us, and it makes me feel very good. Many of you visited the hospital. For those who are not familiar with the hospital, let me give you a short description. Yeah, please do. The hospital was established 90 years ago. 90? Yes, it had only 36 beds. Then it became known as Rothschild Hospital, and in 1988, Bnai Zion Foundation here in the United States helped us to build the main building, the West Wing building, and the hospital renamed the Bnai Zion. Now we have 450 beds. Wow. Thank you. We perform some 15,000 operations per year. We admit 120 patients in our emergency room. And as a gynecologist, I am proud to say that 5,000 babies make their own decision to be born at our hospital. We are located in the city of Haifa. We belong to the School of Medicine of the Technion in Haifa. We are a teaching hospital. And we are located on the mountain of Haifa. And Pastor Tiz knows that we have a beautiful view from every window, and you're all invited to come and be my special guests. You can see the Gulf of Haifa. You can see the mountains of Syria with naked eyes. You can see the border with Lebanon. The problem is that they can also see us. And they love to target civilians, and I'm sorry to say that they are really happy when they hit hospitals. And in the last war, the very last missile of the war hit the hospital, in the backyard of the hospital. Thanks God, no casualties, but a huge damage to the hospital. It was 4 years ago, but since then, I, as the head of the hospital, am responsible for the safety and of the patients and the staff. And that day, I promised to myself that I'm going to dedicate a significant part of my life, of my work, in order to try to raise the funds, in order to be able to build underground, protected emergency room and hospitalization day for 200 people, because I will never forget the day that it happened. I was at home after 33 days of war, and I live not very far from the hospital. It was the longest ride of my life, back to the hospital, because I knew we had patients over there.
Yeah.
So, this is my main goal for the next year. I don't have many years or more to serve the hospital. And again, approaching this place, I already feel I'm back home. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, before you are seated, I just wanted to tell people that you yourself are a 7th generation Israeli. And you were born in Israel, lifelong Haifa resident. And the significance of your last name, when you were asked on Shalom TV if you always knew you'd be a doctor, you responded that your father enlightened you from an early age that you would be a doctor. So you actually became obstetric and gynecologist and graduated from Technion University. You are married, have 2 children, you're a grandfather as well, graduated from Technion University and hold a degree in medical management as well. He has served as a consultant for the organization and established a specialized medical projects in Israel, Britain, and Africa. And you currently are with the Bnai Zion Medical Center, which you spoke about. But if I could just say that you are affiliated with the B. Rappaport Faculty of Medicine at the Technion Israel Institute of Technology, and you serve as a teaching hospital for the students in the area, which I think is incredible. It's not just a hospital, but you're training up the next generations. Your doctors are known worldwide for the development of groundbreaking treatments and techniques, and you frequently participate in international medical conferences. The General Hospital has a focus on emergency preparedness, and you treat without regard to ethnicity or religion and pride itself on providing care that integrates the highest level of professional expertise with a personal and a humane touch to every single patient. And those of you that were with us that day that went to the hospital, you know what I'm talking about. I can see the smiles on some of your faces. But for those of you that haven't been there, you know, Larry and I, for years, we've been going to Israel, but we never went to Haifa. And you hear about Haifa, you hear about them being in the middle of the war zone. And for some reason, when we first heard of you, we kind of pictured it just being like a MASH unit, you know, like you'd see on the program MASH, where they set up a triage unit in a war zone. But when we got there, we saw this incredible building, this incredible high-tech hospital. And when we walked in and you took us outside your office and showed us the view, you look across the ocean and you see this incredible view. You think literally you should be in a resort. It is such a beautiful view. And anywhere else in the world, it would be a 5-star resort area. But this is the hospital, and as Doctor said, not only do you look across and see the hills of Lebanon, but they look across and see you. And you showed us that day the video of what had happened during those, how many days were you under fire?
34 days.
34 days. And if I can say this without getting too emotional, but as Americans, we will never forget the day of 9/11 and the visual image that was in our mind of all those people racing out of those towers, racing out of the city, and the first responders racing in to those buildings. And that is the image that I would like you to see of the hospital of Bnai Zion. They are under, every day, the threat of this happening again. Missiles are being fired every day in your directions. And those particular days, you explained to us, and we saw the video, the real video, of as thousands of people were racing away and trying to get to safe places, your people were racing to the hospital to take care of the wounded and saved so many lives. And that speaks volumes to Larry and I, because we are stewards of the finances that God puts through this ministry. And we tell our people all the time that we make it a point to plant good seed in good soil. And this is one of the most moving experiences that Larry and I had ever had. The other thing that was so incredible, as we went into the NIC unit, the babies in the ICU unit that were struggling for their lives, maybe they were born prematurely or with different inabilities. And here was these mothers all lined up next to the incubator that their baby was in. There was Jewish women, there was Arab women, there was women from so many nationalities that were all in the same boat. And I'll tell you, the barriers were down because their whole life hinged upon their babies living and being taken care of. And I'll never forget the face of that lady in her Arab apparel as she looked at us and smiled and just nodded at all of us. We were able to pray with them and to just be a bridge from God's love into their hearts. And I'll tell you, you never know the lives that we're changing because of you giving good seed into this good soil. We are so proud to be associated with you, and we are preparing another offering to bring to you personally. We're not going to give it today. Larry said, don't you dare give it to him without me.
Okay.
But our people love being a part of this because we feel that we are an extension of what you're doing over there. And if there was ever any doubt about what you are doing, the day that we were there, it was a sealed deal. We're with you forever. We're so honored to be a part of this. And would you just tell them how much you appreciate them? These are the most incredible people, all of them.
Thank you very much.